Hey guys, this is Eric over here at Kosher Nutrients. Such a beautiful day out here in sunny San Diego. I figured I'd sit outside and make a video. We wanted to talk a little bit about foliar feeding. I was just having a conversation with somebody about using our product as a foliar feed, and they wanted to know how much to use and how often and things of this nature. We don't really feel like there's a right way or a wrong way to do that. To each their own. Everybody likes to grow a little bit differently. Growing cannabis it's an experience, and not everybody does it the same. That being said, you want to keep your keep your parameters in check so you're not burning your plants up. But I'm going to tell you real quick about how we did it, and that may not be the same way that you want to do it. Your environment may be different and whatnot. We like to foliar feed as much as possible, especially in veg. Sometimes we would even do it twice a day. And our reason for this is, when you look at what foliar feeding is, and when we say foliar feeding, we're talking about strictly a feeds, foliar feed, not an IPM, not a pest management or a powdered mildew management. It's not, this is strictly food, not pest and mold control. That would be a completely separate regimen altogether. So assuming that the plants are happy and healthy, and they're not being overrun with bugs and spider mites and things like that, I would proceed to spray my veg room as often as possible with a diluted mix of the same stuff that's going into my reservoir. We often use the kosher base, the grow, and the silica. So when doing this as a foliar feed, I would dilute it down to probably quarter strength, maybe even a little less, and I would spray the plants with this mix up to twice a day sometimes. Now, doing this is obviously going to make your humidity spike, so you want to make sure that you have the proper equipment, that you have the dehumidifiers or the exhaust fans or whatever you're going to need to control your humidity. Again, every room is different, so your scenario may be completely different than ours. Now, my reason for doing it so often is because what I'm trying to achieve is a steady flow of nutrients rather than a spike a couple of days out of the week. If we're going to go in there and we're going to foliar feed once or twice a week, then what you're doing is you're giving them a little boost in nutrients on the days that you foliar feed. They're taking it in through the leaves, obviously, not through the root zone. So by doing this, by giving it a more diluted version of that, but to do it almost constantly, now instead of having these spikes, we have more of a constant stream of nutrients coming in through the leaves as opposed to the root zone. So again, when doing this, you just want to make sure the humidity doesn't spike and that you're not overdoing it. I would dilute your mix way down. My logic behind this, I compare a lot of things that we do to nature. And it would be very similar to plants growing near the ocean being sprayed constantly with an ocean mist. Again, it's not a super strong mix. It's ocean water, so it would be diluted, but you'd have kelp in there and calcium and a lot of other beneficial things that they're being sprayed on these plants day and night, lights on, lights off, full sun, sun up, sun down, around the clock. And so I feel like if we can mimic a similar scenario in our gardens and in our grow rooms, you'd be surprised at what you can achieve. That being said, again, there's no right way or wrong way. I would start with a very diluted mix and keep spraying the plants as long as they look happy and they're obviously loving it. If you guys have any more questions, comments, concerns, please reach out. You can reach us at koshergrow.com. I'm Eric. I'd love to hear your opinion on what we just said, our methods. I'd also like to hear how you do it. Do you even like to foliar feed? Why not? We're very interested in hearing from the community. So please reach out. You guys have a great day. Stay kosher.